We hope you're enjoying this production. I'm Martin Cross, with me Greg Sell. We're going to talk you through the semi-finals of the lightweight women's singles.
Yeah, two more races to bring you. You can see those competitors coming your way. You can see the conditions are a lot calmer than they were earlier on. The sort of white waves seem to have disappeared, which is good news.
So on the far side, the 29-year-old Kenya Lechuga, the veteran from Rio and Tokyo. There she is. She can handle rough water. She beat Kim Brennan.
Of course she did, yeah.
In Rio. The Dutch sculler from the Netherlands, Martine Veldhuis, tried to make it in the heavyweights this year, and now she's back in the lightweights. Nobody for her to partner in the lightweight women's double scull. The Olympic class boat, but Martine Veldhuis makes the single go quickly. Siobhan McCrocken from Ireland in lane 3. Ina Roll from Switzerland, cousin of Frederique that we saw earlier. Liv Bates from Great Britain in lane 5. And the experience of Chiaki Tomita in lane 6 for Japan.
Well, you can see that it's still quite wavy. You can see it's still definitely a headwind at the start as we look there at Siobhan McCrocken. And she was getting away quite nicely, but she was having to be a little bit careful with the difficult water.
McCrocken's a really interesting athlete. She's 36 years of age. And the Irish sculler got a bronze back in Lucerne in 2011, Greg. So she's got in the Irish lightweight women's team. I'm not sure she's going to push that way into the double of Casey and Kremen, but, you know, it's great to see a slightly older athlete in the field here.
Yeah, no, brilliant for the Irish team, actually, that I guess it's attracted her to come in and say, you know what, I want to get involved again. Like you say, having made a debut way back in 2007, been competitive back in 2011, taken some time out, and now here she is back again.
Kenya Lechuga leading this race. Nice lean back at the finish. She is a natural lightweight, although she's competed in the Olympics in open weight. And Martine Veldhuis, how much will she have been motivated, do you reckon, by the Netherlands' performances today, which have been pretty stunning?
I think you've got to get confidence, haven't you, when the rest of your team are doing well, because, of course, all the rowers tend to train together, and so you tend to compare your times to everyone around you. But, no, having a look here, nice to see Lechuga and how well she handles the difficult conditions. To me, she gets the blades in the water, and then once it's solid and locked, bang, she gives it a really good shove through the middle.
Coached by Roberto Serviado, and well, she finished 16th in Tokyo. She made the last 12 because of that incredible win in the heat over Kim Brennan in Rio, which is pretty cool to have as a lightweight, to have a top 12 finish in the Olympic sculling.
Yeah, totally, and it looks so different. It's nice to switch between Martine Veldhuis and Lechuga and just see the difference, because Veldhuis is so sort of calm and quiet and relaxed, like we see so many of the Dutch crews, and then you look at Lechuga, who just gives it a great big shove in the middle.
So if you're watching in Tribesman Rowing Club, there's Olivia Bates, the British sculler. There's the Swiss sculler, Ina Roll. They are back in 4th and 5th places, finding that going pretty challenging in those conditions.
Yeah, and you've got to be fair to them. Look how much more wavy it is really over here, these conditions that Ina Roll and Olivia Bates are having to handle. You can see against that black boat of Olivia Bates, the waves cutting along the side there.
She's pushing away from Ina Roll. Olivia Bates, the reserve for Craig and Grant, the British lightweight women's double scull, in dominant form today. But if you're watching this back in Ireland, in Galway, maybe in Tribesman Rowing Club, in Galway there, you've got a TV, you'll be cheering for Siobhan McCrocken, who looks like she's going to make the final there.
And I've got to be fair to her as well. It doesn't look like it's pleasant there, does it? You can see that they're going through definitely difficult waves, difficult conditions for any boat, but women's lightweight singles, yeah, very difficult to handle.
Yeah, McCrocken just gone through Veldhuis. That's a handy scalp to have taken in the second quarter. Martine Veldhuis took a silver medal, I think, behind the Romanian, now in the double scull, in last year's World Championships. And McCrocken in Tribesman Rowing Club, I think it's quite near the coast where the river runs down to the sea. on the River Coral there, if you know that part of Ireland.
Sounds fantastic on the River Coral. I'm sure it's beautiful. And yeah, Siobhan McCrocken here doing a lovely job actually, just staying clean on top of those waves.
Do you reckon she's going to get through Lechega?
If you ask me, I would say no. I'd say Lechega is looking pretty solid, and I'm imagining that she'll be in control, but it might be that she's gone too hard too early. Certainly McCrocken has made a lovely move right through Veldhuis, and now does have that overlap with the Mexican sculler.
Yeah, I think McCrocken could take this first semi-final of the women's lightweight single sculls. All these women weighed in at no more than 59 kilos this morning. You can see McCrocken there. In the centre, Veldhuis on the right of the picture in third place. Lechega, the flying Mexican, out in front. Just seen McCrocken's challenge. Perhaps she's answering her now, Greg.
I think she is. I wonder if we should be saying McCrowan as well. I think Siobhan McCrowan sounds nice in an Irish voice.
Yeah.
And she is moving nicely here, back up towards half a length now. And I think you could be right. I think she could be going all the way through.
Yeah. So let's call McCrowan. I can't do a Galway accent very well, Greg, but I'm sure you can. Martine Veldhuis there. Just a little struggle, I think. You know, the boat tipping from side to side. Sculler from the Netherlands will qualify in third, but McCrowan and Lechega going head-to-head for that win in the first women's lightweight semi-final.
Well, I think the headwind's favouring these two over Veldhuis, who I think would prefer a tailwind, getting less body working for her. When you look here, Lechega still going with those big shoulders in the second half.
Yeah, that long lean back. I'm not sure Lechega's got the sprint finish. McCrowan's just edged back. She's not doing anything fussy, but of course she's done that Dominic Casey training programme that the Irish lightweight team has, and the 36-year-old has made a sensational re-entry into the sport. Really, if you look at her event, go right back on the screen and you can't see much till, you know, 2011, and there she is, Lechega, long lean back. She can't stop the charge of McCrowan.
No, McCrowan's just got that bow in front. You can still see there in the yellow buoys going past those beach clubs on the far side. She'll come down and see that red buoy line now as they go through with 500 to go. So still plenty of race course to go. And yeah, McCrowan looking good here.
Gags from Australia has just corrected me. The River Corrib in Galway, not Coral.
Corrib.
Corrib, yeah. Apologies for that little alliteration mistake. So what will Lechega do in the last quarter? McCrowan out in front, looking calm, looking long, looking good. As Lechega looks, to be fair, it's Veldhuis in that third place position. Can't see the challenge coming for her.
Yeah, beautiful sculling here from McCrowan, just sitting up on the top of the boat, on the top of the water. Nothing except the blade tips going in the water, the painted bit, keeping it efficient, keeping it very flat in the draw. You see Lechega there still with that strong lean back, giving it that surge in the second half.
So this is the penultimate race of the first part of the day's programme at the 2023 World Rowing Championships. The scullers are just coming up to the red buoys, and big shouts of Ireland, Ireland from the spectating grandstands. You can probably hear them now.
Yeah, no, they're standing tall in the grandstand for their sculler. She's coming down now in front of us.
Just looking down here, I think Olivia Bates is putting in a challenge, Greg, to Martine Veldhuis. Can you tell us how she's doing? Maybe she's just a bit off it, actually. I think Veldhuis is going to do it. I thought for a moment Olivia Bates might get there, but no.
No, well, we saw the Irish support in the grandstand. They'll be delighted with Siobhan McCrowan's performance here, how well she did in this second 1,000 to scull through Lechega as they're coming down now towards the line.
Ireland take the win in this first semi-final of the lightweight women's single scull. A measured performance from McCrowan. Beats Kenya Lechega, who qualifies for the A final. Martine Veldhuis, last year's silver medalist in this event, takes an A final place. Olivia Bates did ever so well to finish close up to Veldhuis, but it wasn't to be. Fourth place for the Brit. Aina Roll finishes in 5th place, and Chiaki Tomita from Japan is just crossing the finish line as we speak.
Yeah, well, look, great sculls. You can see what it means to these three. I'm assuming they're going to race tomorrow, aren't they? They'll probably have their A finals on Friday.
I wish I had the schedule in front of me, but I think you're right, Greg.
Yeah, well, you can see confirmation of the result there. I'm going to check that while we're talking because I think I'll be able to find it out.